I'm not proud of what I did, but I also don't regret it. This is the story of how a childhood of being discarded turned into a plan I kept for years, and the day I finally used it. From the very beginning, my mother made her priorities clear. When my little brother Mark was born and I was 2, I acted like a normal jealous kid. But somewhere along the line, my mother stopped seeing me. I was called names, a demonic hellspawn. And at some point, she just handed me off to my grandparents to raise. My grandparents taught me kindness. My mother taught me coldness. We had more kids later. My mom remarried. Sam and Alicia were her new ones, and they became everything to her. I became invisible. By the time I was a teenager, the punishment at home was constant. Beatings from my stepdad for simply thinking differently. My mom watched, and somehow that made it worse. When Alicia was 2, I asked a simple question. Where is Alicia? And everything exploded. I remember the panic, the frantic search. We didn't think to check the pool fast enough. By the time anyone realized she was on the deck and not breathing, it was too late. They did CPR. The ambulance came. We lost her that night. I was a kid who already felt discarded, and now I had lost a little sister I loved. Child Protective Services showed up. My father sued for custody, thinking he could save us from her. For a while we were with him. Then the fight dragged on, and my grandparents fought for my mother. In the end, she got us back. Nothing had been learned. That second loss marked us all. Years later, Mark, who'd always been close to me, broke his hand in a fight. He was on pain medication. Mom was supposed to watch him. She didn't. He overdosed at 15. Seeing the paramedics wheel a body bag is something you never forget. That was the day something in me hardened. On that day, I stopped asking how to fix things. I decided I would make sure she felt what we'd felt. Revenge didn't come all at once. For a while, it was small things, petty, childish. When she slipped at work and her back hurt, I threw away her pain meds, hid them in the house. When she got into a crash and they found she'd been on a large amount of painkillers, she went to jail. I sat and listened to the news, and I laughed. It felt like justice. People always want to make villains out of revenge stories. But I want you to know what being the victim felt like. Nights I cried because I didn't know how to stop the memories. Knowing a mother could be so careless she would lose 2 children. I wanted something back. Not the pain, but control. 505. Larger schemes. Anonymous tip and failed attempts. I tried other things. I anonymously reported my mother and grandparents to the police for illegal activity. They were getting involved with drugs. Nothing came of it. Sometimes revenge is luck. Sometimes it's persistence. I was building both my grandfather, my best friend, unpassed. That hit me harder than anything. The inheritance my grandmother had was meant to help her live out her final years. My mother had already spent much of what she had. I saw years of negligence and thought, this ends now. When my grandmother decided to go into a retirement home, my mother asked me, very quietly, "Will you take care of me after she's gone?" That question was the opening. I stood up, looked her dead in the eyes, and said everything I'd held inside for decades. You get nothing from me. You destroyed my life. You cost us our siblings. You will be on the street and die alone. I never loved you and I never will. You will never be at my wedding. You will never be mother to me again. Rot in hell. I let it land. For a second, the room went silent. My grandmother's jaw dropped. My mother broke down. At that moment, something shifted. Years of waiting and planning boiled down to a few words. She cried. I felt relief, not joy and pain, but the quiet, devastating relief that my part of the story was over. My grandmother went into the retirement home. I moved states months later. I started a new life with a woman I love. I still cry sometimes, but I left. I know revenge doesn't bring back the dead. It doesn't undo what happened. But for me, it was a line, a last act of control in a life where so much had been taken. If you're listening and you've been harmed, please don't think I'm telling you to follow my path. I'm just telling my story honestly. Cherish your siblings. Hug them tighter than you think you have to. Tell them you love them every day. If you liked this story, or if you've lived something similar, please share it. Tell me your experience. We're not alone in what we feel. Thanks for listening. If this was heavy for you, take a break. If this sparked something that needs help, reach out. And if you want more true stories like this, I read every comment.